everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Today, I am going to talk about 8 years ago when I went up to the Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, in Canton, Ohio, with my grandmother and my cousin. Now, I got reminded of this story because 3 weeks ago, yes, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3, but 3 weeks ago, my cousin came to visit. So, I did get reminded of the story, like I said, and I'm kind of surprised that I haven't talked about this before. But, oh well, like the old saying goes, better late than never. So, since the plan was to leave right after the Fall Creek Falls reunion that year, we took a couple days to get up to Ohio. Of course, since my cousin and I at the time were too young to drive, my grandmother had to do all the driving. And I'm kind of I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to do any of the driving back then. Didn't have a choice, but I'm glad it was taken out of my hands. But, yeah. So, and I'm sorry, I'm still kind of a little bit sick. I've been getting better throughout this week, or throughout the course of this week. I've been battling a little bit of a cold. I've been getting plenty of rest, plenty of fluid, everything you need, so I am sick, but yes, I'm sorry for all these deterrences from the story. Now, yes, we took a couple days to get up to Canton. I don't remember where we stayed, or what state we stayed in on the way up. Maybe, oh yeah, Kentucky. We left from Tennessee, so we only stayed in Kentucky. I don't know why I didn't think that we could have stayed in another state, but oh well. Anyway, so I have been a football fan for a long time in my life. So I had been wanting to have my grandmother take me to the Pro Football Hall of Fame for years. And one of these days, I would like to make a return trip to Canton. That is, whenever everything is okay once again in the world. I'm not going to comment on what's going on because I'm sure you guys have heard enough about it and are tired of it. So, I'm not even going to comment on it. But I think we spent a weekend there. Or, not a... Maybe it wasn't a weekend. No. It wasn't a weekend because we left right after the reunion, and that ends on Sunday afternoon, as you may know from my vlogs. And so I think we came back that Thursday or Friday, or maybe even that Wednesday. I don't remember. But I do know that Thursday I packed clothes for like a week. Maybe not 7 days per se, but about a week. Maybe packed one extra pair of clothes because I would rather have one extra pair of clothes than have one pair of clothes too less. So, but in the Hall of Fame itself, it was a pretty enjoyable experience. They have this little turf, this little this little astroturf with all the, or this it's not astroturf. Astroturf is hard. It's like concrete. It's like a thin layer of grass, like a rug, and then just like concrete. It's I don't remember what the kind of turf is with all the rubber pellets. Artificial turf, yeah. I think. But yeah, so they have a thing outside there where you can play with a football or whatever else. And the whole atmosphere is inside. Just seeing all the history of, at the time it was, see, so this was the summer of 12. So last year was the 100th. So 2010 would have been 90. So 91 seasons at that point. 91 or 92 seasons at that point. And it was truly amazing to see all the legends and just everything there, to just soak it in, embrace what I believe is the best sport in the world. And a sport that I love. I love so much. And I know that some people are going to be like, where's the actual story? Well, it's hard for me to remember a lot from the Hall of Fame, as crazy as that might seem. But, yes. I do remember where my cousin and I brought a football from home in there. And at some point we were throwing it around in like a lobby before somebody that works there told us to stop. That being besides all the history and stuff, I don't want to just make this about, oh, well, did you see the history? The rich history of the NFL? So you were supposed to. Well, I did. I'm just telling you personally. Because you can go there and experience the history yourself. I mean, to me, I can't exactly tell a unique perspective on that. But in addition to getting caught throwing a football around in the lobby, a lobby anyway, well, it was an open area, but still, we got to see all the Hall of Fame bus and all the Super Bowl rings, and some of the Super Bowl rings, whoo, those things look amazing. Like, of course, a ring with a whole bunch of diamonds is supposed to look amazing, but just at that point, to see the evolution of Super Bowl rings from Super Bowl 1, which was called um it was called something else at the time. The term Super Bowl was not coined Super Bowl until Super Bowl 4, where Kansas City Chiefs owner Lamar Hunt's daughter, or he called it the Super Bowl. I think it was just called the Big Game, or something like that. But I would have to make sure I got that right. But yeah, seeing the Super Bowl ring evolution from Super Bowl 1 to Super Bowl 46, that was the most recent Super Bowl at the time, as a reminder, then it's just amazing to see how they evolved over time, like I said twice, but still, it's just jaw-dropping. It's amazing. And to see all the Hall of Fame busts of all the terrific players that have impacted the game in one form or another. Whether I think that they're overrated, Joe Namath, or not, is another story. Technically it's not, but still. That's not what I'm here to discuss. However, Joe Namath is only in the Hall of Fame for that guaranteed game, or for that guaranteed win. The time in which he guaranteed a win in Super Bowl 3. Otherwise, he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. Change my mind. And as much as I try to unsay it, the Pro Football Hall of Fame looks like a juice maker. It looks like a juice maker. But I'm so glad that they have all the cleats and all the gloves and everything else that players were wearing at the time in which they set a league record. Some of those have changed in the last 8 years, of course. Mainly in the passing game. Passing game ones have kind of changed over time. But yes, I really need to make a return trip to Canton with somebody or some buddies one day. But personally, I'd rather travel to other countries first. Well, other countries I haven't been to yet. Because as much as I love football, I've already been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And like I said, I would like to experience it more. But because I haven't experienced it before, I would love to experience Germany even more. Or just some other country that I haven't been to, like I said. But that's That would be first on my bucket list. But yes, guys, that was my story about. Oh yeah, and then I also got to play old Maddens in room of the building. But yes, so that was my experience in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And yeah, I'm going to try to remember more of these stories with that happened with my cousin because I know he'll appreciate it more. But yes, guys, I do believe that will do it for this storytime video. And till next storytime video, I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys! Thank you all for watching.